made it. Oh my goodness. Chapter 1160, the God Valley incident, man, we made it. Shout out to everybody that's been around for this long, waiting for this. Um, I'm like 15 years into One Piece, maybe 16, 17. I don't know. I can't even count at this point. But it was one incident we all wanted. I thought this would be adapted into a movie, but I'll take this. Hands down. Hands down. I'll take this. I'll take this any day. So let's get right into it. I ain't got time to waste. I'm not, and I'm gonna let y'all know right now, I'm not looking at chat. I'm reading. The God Valley Incident. Onisha Yamato and Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage, Volume 42, overlooking the flower capital at the hall enshrining Odin and his comrades. Almost time for Yamato to leave. That's what I think. Shoot, stop playing. Okay. The prey of the human hunt. So we get into the culling game. Behold the Davy clan, that loathsome lineage. They've been hated since their ancestors' time, and no one would even try to show them any love. Sever their bloodline. Are they buccaneers too? Interesting comment. It was just thrown out there because the celestial dragons threw it out there, but it makes me think they have a like larger size. It's too dangerous to allow them to live. Wait, don't throw things at them yet. Exterminate them. Exterminate them. This day will go down in history. This is quite the fine garland. I can only credit fate for it. Now let's introduce the favorites for our individual competition. I probably already read this wrong, but I don't care. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the. I'm gonna keep it over here. So you got this big looking like Buccaneer guy with a long beard and a straw hat. Um, and like a woman and some Donkey Kong looking dude in the back says, "Ugh, quit throwing knives. You'll be penalized if they die prematurely." So they already throwing stuff at him. They can't stand him. And Teach looked like a fisherman. Honestly, I ain't even gonna lie. He like a fisherman. Those lips not giving black. But let's continue. His mom looked pretty though. His mom looked pretty. But Teach, no, I don't know what features he got. That's wild. Um, he looked like Hachan a little bit. Sever their bloodline. Sever their bloodline. And now we go over to Dragon. Dragon is with the mother of Shanks and Shamrock. She says it's too late for me, but my little ones, I want them to be raised by someone with a warm heart. Please don't hand them over to him. I guess we could say Raja's heart was warm. Let's go with that. You and your children may be strangers to me, Dragon says, but I want to help. If I can't do that much, then I have no business standing here. Huff huff, and he runs off. All right, so this celestial dragon screams. There are 150 rare rabbits to hunt down. That's not to mention the 13 super rare ones. Ooh, wow. Each of those is worth 10,000 points apiece. So I'm guessing that's the Kuma has the Buccaneer, and then I guess maybe like 10 or 12 uh Davy clan members. You see young Kuma. That's only 1 hour before the hunt begins. Now run, little rabbits. And they crying, running off. Is this a joke? Are they really gonna kill us? And the celestial dragon scream, give us a good chase. Whoa! And people crying and all types of stuff. You better not have your kid on your back. You need somebody to create a buffer. Get him first. That's my stuff. If we could hold out for 3 weeks, we'll make it. Where? Where y'all gonna go? When y'all gonna go for 3 weeks? Y'all not making it off this island. All we can do is run. Find a good hiding spot somewhere. That ain't the trick. You need to get off the island. Let the hunt begin. And you see the celestial dragons got their rifles out. One that looked like a duck over here, or a bird with like a helmet on. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, they riding them. Okay, they riding them. Couldn't tell. And these celestial dragons busted in the face. This is hey busted. He looked like a deranged Porky Pig. Oh yeah, he like a deranged pig. Don't ride enough. Oh my goodness, they ugly. All right, where are they? Where are they? You see celestial dragons getting ready. See her mom and her family say, "Please don't cry." Yeah, there you are, you rabbits. Please spare our child. I beg you. Bang, bang, bang. God, hold up. They not only killing people, they streaming it for everybody through the Denden Mushis. That's they savage. I said this about Garp and Sengoku. This ain't right. I don't care what Garp got to say. I don't care what Sengoku got to say. Or Kong, Suru, everybody. Y'all dead wrong for allowing this to happen. It should never happen. It should have never happened. Like, I don't care if it was. I really don't care. I don't care if it was zombies on this island. I don't. Y'all can't just be killing people just because. That's wild. So wild, bro. See people screaming, "Please help me! Don't kill my husband!" And you just hear laughing from the celestial jackets, "Boo ha ha!" And you can see them people dead. They did just like that. Done. Um. All right. Home of the gods, the Holy Land of Mary's Wall. Ooh, go! They're cheering them on like it's a football game. The Figurelands are in the lead, but the vet and Manmare families are hot on their tail. Manmare, Manmare. I forgot who else was a Manmare. Okay. All right, you see this smooth picture of Garland just cutting people up as he going. Female Celestials. Ooh, Garland. Who did you bet on? House Shepherd for the clan contest and Gunko for the solos. You got a clan contest? Wow. Wow. They got different competitions going on. And Shocky the prize. It's crazy. All right. Just so celestial dragons talking to each other. Ugly to ugly. Really? Well, it's your choice, but there's only one God still among the knights. God still. That is that Garling? Oh, House Manmare scores another massive round of bonus points. Gunko using her arrow fruit. God Knight, Saint Gunko. I don't know why she wasn't a saint before. Or when we was introduced to her. House Manmare. Nuts, bro. Must be nice to be a saint, Garling. Knowing a beauty like her is gonna be his wife soon. Speaking about Shaki, I guess it's just some prisoner. Or somebody just talking through the window, talking to her. Or about her. Although I guess it's still all up in the air. Yeah, it's up in the air, all right. See a kid up in the tree crying and Saint Summers is kicking the tree. You climbed up pretty high. Hop down. Hop on down. I laid out a nice thorny cushion for you. Even though he did get blitzed, he got blitzed by Gabon. I think Saint Summers pretty funny. I think he pretty funny. The kid crying, go away. But he always picking on kids. All right, never mind. I don't really like him. He always picking on kids. Go pick on some old people, man. Stop. The father comes, stop, that's my kid. And the kid slips out the tree. Dad, don't worry, I'll catch you. And he does catch him, but clearly gets pierced by the thorny bush at the bottom of the tree. And Summer says, oh, how touching. Nuts, bro. This is nuts. Like we knew it was a massacre, but like So was O'Hara. We never saw it. We saw parts and bits. We seen bits and parts of it. They are literally showing us the God Knights killing people just off buck. God Knights and Celestial Dragons killing people just because they want to win bonus points. Dragon, huff huff. I thought by helping her, I could defy the Celestial Dragons. Go up in his mouth. Yet my entire platoon ended up executed. Oh, y'all wanted this man to be a revolutionary. Y'all pretty much said, hey, we don't respect you, so we gonna kill your entire platoon. Now this is more about what I got to say about Garp. Because if he was with his platoon, he'd have lost his son. He'd never had a grandson in Luffy. If Dragon died on God Valley, so many things would have never taken place. So I'm glad Dragon was away talking to Shanks and Shamrock mother and not with his platoon, because they got wiped out. Now I'm starting I see something. They all got like little targets on their back or something. Ain't that like that uh dude from Fishman Island? Little target fruit or whatever that thing was called. I don't know, bro. My entire platoon ended up executed. All right, so we returned to the Marine ships. They were all present, I assume. Naturally, sir. Where the hell did that dragon kid go? Don't tell me he went to meddle with what's happening on the island. Oh, man. And Dragon is stuck on the island because I guess they bet to leave. They don't want everybody there. They just want the people that's going to be doing the slaying there. Oh, trying not to cuss, but that's crazy, bro. So Dragon sees the Celestial Dragon. It's here. That Buccaneer brat worth 10,000 points. And then you see Ivankov on a rock. You will never. Then, if you play their rigged game, focus on escaping altogether. We're escaping God Valley. And Dragon says they still got hope. Little did he know that these were his two like commandos right here. His right and left hand right there. That's 10 kills in a row for my prize rifle. And he aiming right at Kuma. And you just see a shot fire off. Oh, Dragon smoke buddy. Dragon smoke buddy. He was Dragon smoke buddy. Like, yo. All right, I think this might confirm he don't got his dragon fruit yet, but he deserve it. I hope he find it on this island. He smoke buddy off rip. Like, yo, what we How? What you talking about? Is this the first this might be the first time from me being a fan of the series that I've seen somebody just outright just kill a celestial dragon, because I don't think he getting back up from that shot. And it looked like he murmuring something, but dragon like, damn, I just he can't even say it. He just killed the celestial dragon. While the other celestial dragon just going around shooting stuff. And this man real name is Dragon. That's crazy. Oh, and a large explosion. What? Off the East Coast. What was that? Says one of the celestial dragons. And boom, you see the pirate sail is the Rocks Pirates. There's no time. We're being swarmed by notorious pirates. Ooh, whoa, golly, this panel. Yeah, this a poster right here. You got all the Rocks Pirates. Listen up, fellas. They got Shocky here, along with a bunch of treasure. Not to mention devil fruits. Says Stanson. Ain't no point in us killing each other over this stuff yet. We've got to work together for now. No, that's Rock saying that. That's Rock saying that. Yeah, that's Rock saying that. It's just over Stanson here. He just grinning too hard. I thought it was him. We'll divvy up the booty. That's what I'm talking about. Yo, you're a real pirate. We'll divvy up the booty once we're back, and there better not be any belly aching. Got it? We'll divvy up the booty once we're back, and there better not be any belly aching. Got it? We can't share Shocky. The answers. Well, I don't know all their names, but I'm gonna say the ones I do know. Shiki said the answer's obvious, isn't it? She'll fall whoever saves her. Silver Axe says, "Damn right, I'm not backing down." This is Captain John. Nah, Shocky's gonna fall for whoever hauls in the most treasure. Yeah, that's what he was doing on this island. He worried about that business. Whitebeard said, "Suit yourselves. I'm just here to save a friend. That said, if she does fall for me, I wouldn't complain." Yo, Whitebeard put on a good show, yo. Whitebeard put on a good show. Uh, Stussy, what? How could you say that, Newgate? That's not Stussy. It's Gloriosa. Gloriosa said, "What? What? How could you say that, Newgate?" And Stussy is right next to her. If I save Shocky, Roger should be grateful, right? Hmm. Interesting take. But was I right? This is Buckingham Stussy, and this is Gloriosa. I was right. This is Buckingham Stussy, man. Said, "What? How can you say that, Newgate?" And then it's Gloriosa saying, "If I save Shocky, Roger should be grateful, right?" Yeah, that's it. Stan said, "Ochoko didn't even leave the island. She'll probably ban him from the bar." I hope I read that right. Big Mom, how stupid can you get? Heaven and earth could flip and Shocky still wouldn't give any of you losers the time of day. And then you see Kaido, "Hey Linlin, you're gonna save one of those devil fruits for me, right?" Fire. This is tedious. Ram him. We've got to get away. Who ramming who? It's Rock's Powers ramming the Marines. All right. Give up, you lousy Marines. Follow me, crew. Arg. Arg. This is bad. Pirates are here. What is the Navy doing? If anything happens to us, we'll hang you all. Talking to the Navy, to the Marine that's there. Come in. You see Dragon and you see Shanks and Shamrock. Please be advised, the West Coast is a danger zone. And you see Dragon just pick up the twins and just start running. The Roger Pirates have docked there. Oh, they came from the east and the west. It's it's a miracle. You're both not crying after this. You know, them Garland boys just different. Them nigga land boys just different. They just bout it. Um, get those celestial dragons to the center. Get the celestial dragons to the center of the island. Don't let them get hurt. What's going on? Is this the end of the world? First rocks, now Roger. The Roger Pirates have made landfall. Ooh, what? I'm here to save you, Shocky. You guys have no chance with her. Focus on stealing the treasure. Roger ain't give up his dream. He still wants Shocky, but save Shocky. They just barreling over people. Ugh, sorry. Um, it got to be a Marine that got stomped on like that. And you see Figurine Garland. He's like, I guess the game is over. And the Celestials are looking at him like, "What are you doing? Do something." And then Garland says, pull those Marines back and see to it that the celestial dragons are protected. The God Knights are rallying. Will they be the ones that ultimately kill rocks? Don't know. We'll find out. Pirates keep pouring in from. Oh, and then you get your panel, the Knights of God, the God Knights, Knights of God. Pirates keep pouring in from every side of the island. Warships commence retaliatory fire. Don't let them land. I think we're done for. You see Whitebeard slashing up, Shiki slashing up, and oh, pirates keep coming in one after another. We don't even know their objective. Whoa. Hey now, I'm not gonna stand by and watch while you dice up my troops like vegetables. Like this, let me finish because we at the end, and you see him throwing his legendary cannonballs at the island. Roger and Rock's like, damn, he didn't showed up. It's Vice Admiral Garp. I'm here. Reinforcements have arrived. Garp's fleet. Ooh, we're saved, said the Marines. The legends have assembled. I'm gonna say it like this. Garp legit said, I'm not gonna stand by and watch while you dice up my troops like vegetables. What are they doing to the people on the island? Like honestly, what is happening to these people on the island? They literally getting massacred, but you only worried about troops getting cut up like vegetables. The pirates not even out there to kill these troops. They just trying to knock them out the way to save Shocky. They're not really worried about killing people. Y'all giving points to celestial dragons and god knights for killing innocent civilians. And God storms the island like, oh no, y'all can't fight my people. God had to get saved by Kong or somebody when he was real little or something. I don't know, because this amount of loyalty to such a shady, slimy organization don't make sense for me. And for him to have a last name Monkey, while his son is literally disgusted, throwing up in his mouth how bad God Valley is, he over here hyped in a mud that he get the box. He only worried about boxing. He only came because Roger did. Not that he got saved people, that he ready to fight rocks. He don't even care about half of that stuff. He said, oh, Roger there? Oh, I'm pulling up. Oh, Bogart. I see Bogart. Yeah, he right there. Bogart right there too. Bogart don't get a pass either. What they have allowed in the One Piece world, man, it just speaks volume to how nasty organizations that have been in place can be. You know what I mean? When you have all the power, that power can lead to some of the nastiest like morals of all time. You are more worried about saving Marines than saving a whole island of civilians. They can eventually become Marines. It's just disgusting to see. And like I used to really, really love Garp, but this is just making me sick to my stomach watching him. Like really, really, like yo, he's strong. He Luffy grandfather, but at the same time, dog, you Garp let me down. I can't fake. Garp has let me down. He's gonna get the title of hero from this. For what? Because he saved some celestial dragons and let all the civilians die and get a island blown up. And we pretend, oh yeah, he's great. I can't do it anymore. I knew he was on the wrong side, but your actions could prove like, okay, if you more on the Kobe side where you can't actually stand when people getting killed for no reason, all right, cool. I can bang with that. Because that's Kobe. That's Kobe's perspective. Dragon, his perspective. He wanted to be a Marine. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe he was coerced into it. But him just being there, like it's his first mission. He like, yo, ain't no way I'm dealing with this. He smoked the celestial dragon right then on the spot. He ain't think twice. He said, y'all trying to shoot a kid. I'm about to shoot you. Boom, done. He ain't think twice about it. Garp is mad that the pirates came to free somebody that the government kidnapped. It's just it's a nasty game they playing. And to me, Gulp doesn't make it out the series. He most likely will perish. Um, not the Kuzan, but from his injuries and more. I always saw him like sacrificing himself. He already did a mini sacrifice for Kobe, but I do give him credit. I will give him credit. Let me say I will give Garp credit if he sacrifices himself for Luffy at the end of everything. Like if he can sacrifice himself knowing that he ain't been ish since this moment to me, since God Valley, 38 years ago. That's the only thing I can see for him to like redeem some of his character flaws because he's a flawed character. Like he has some really big flaws. It's not good to look at. And it actually just makes me cringe. Like, yo, you Luffy grandfather. But at the end of the day, you the worst when it comes to these Marines. Ain't no other Marine but Akainu putting fear in people's hearts like he do. But he had all see, this is what came to me when Rock said he should have been a pirate. Garp would have made one hell of a pirate. One hell of a pirate. And I think Luffy is the side of that because it's just like, oh, he was never going to take your route. He was never going to go that route. He's going to be the king of the pirates because honestly, Garp the Fist, he probably could have did it. He boxing Roger, he boxing rocks, he pulling up just to fight. He ain't scared of nothing. He ain't got no devil fruit. He just born to box. And he out here. So I love the I guess what's that called? Juxtaposition of Luffy and Garp's paths in life. But man, just after just seeing what went down in this chapter and Garp coming up like, oh, you dicing up my troops. Dog, they legit killing kids. On this island. They killing kids. They killing kids on this island. And Garp mad that his troops getting sliced up like vegetables. I got more animosity towards Garp than I have for Emu at this point. Because I never seen Emu actually do this. Emu turned, Doria Brogy into some, some demons and some more, and he held some kids hostage, but Emu ain't be such a hypocrite for me to actually be like, yo, you disgusting, bro. Garp? No, honestly, when what's the name? Like when Don Don beat Garp ass after he let Ace die, like it was so worth it. It was so worth it. It was pure joy in my heart when I watched it, and I feel that way right now because I want somebody to beat Garp ass. But now I really do want to know, like, because we know the world government lie about everything. So what they lying about now when it comes to this God Valley incident? It's the incident they don't want to talk about. What did they have to lie about? Because we already know they lied about the game that why the celestial dragons were there. They were there to hunt. We already know that. That was a lie about um well, I shouldn't say it's a lie. They never told the truth, so it was no lie, but the idea that Rocks was some type of bad guy. He came here to save his children. He saved his son and his baby mother. And hopefully Shocky. But he was only worried about his children. Well, and some money. You could get some booty on the way. As a pirate, you get you know what I'm saying. You can handle that. But come on, now we about to see the matchups. But I can sit here and say this though. What the hell happened to Elbath, man? This is the Elbath arc. We have jumped into God Valley arc. Like it's there is no differentiating. I thought this was Harald's backstory. I understand we getting God Valley. I'm happy we getting God Valley. But could we just had this whole flashback before we went to Elbath? I introduce Harald and then just go through his lineage that way and then arrive on Elbath finding out that he got killed 14 years ago. I feel like that's a little bit cooler, but I ain't criticizing Oda at all. That ain't it. But I just feel like there are some organizational issues with how we're moving. I would love for this God Valley story to tie directly into what is happening on Elbath in present day. And I'm talking about people getting turned into demons and all types of stuff on God Valley. But we don't know what happens on here. But I'm glad we're about to find out. But we got a break week, so we got to find out 2 weeks from now the matchups, who's fighting who. Was it Garling that really messed up Whitebeard? That was just speculation, but I'm happy to find out. Find out all the names of all these God Knights. Because on paper, like on that little panel, they look pretty fire. And it's crazy that Shamrock became their leader. He younger than all of them. The God still. Figureland Garland. Now I do think this is how the like I don't know war is gonna be with people just pulling up out of nowhere. Um I'm still processing this chapter, bro. Cause it was so much just to start like leading up to all of this. And I want to go back to these Davy Clan members because I'm not shocked, but it's very interesting that the Celestial Dragon saw the Davy Clan and asked, "Are they Buccaneers too?" Why would they say that? That's in the chapter started off with that for real. The Celestial Dragons asked. They did not know. They asked, "Are they Buccaneers too?" And exactly what did the Davy clan do for them to be so hated since their ancestors' time? You know what this kind of got me thinking? That the Davy clan was the people that was on the throne. The Davy clan was the people that was at the top. They was at the top of the tip. They was at the top. That's how Rocks knew about the flower chamber. That's why Blackbeard is on such a mission. That's why his body is so different. They was the top of the food chain back in their heyday. I would not be surprised if the 20 Kingdoms went to go take down the Davy clan. It would make sense. It would make sense for all of Blackbeard's vengeance. It would make sense to even aid to this. Because who would have thought Teach was one of the rabbits on this island? No clue Teach was on this island. There was no hint to this. But the idea, I think last chapter, I was like, oh, maybe they don't know he's one of them. No, they know. They know they know exactly. They knew exactly who Black Teach was. They knew they you can't tell me right now they ain't know Teach was Rox's son. They knew. They knew. Now how did Figureland Garland find out this information? And how he related to Saint Summer no, Saint Saturn is gonna be the real it's gonna be the real story. How did Garland figure this out? It's so wow, yo. I can't. I'm still trying to figure out like they slipped some things in here, bro. And then it's just like, were the Marines trying to kill Dragon with the rest of that platoon? Because Dragon's whole Marine platoon got executed. Why? And were they killed by devil fruit? Look at their backs. Were they killed by devil fruit? This is next level. This is why I wanted this to be a movie, because honestly, even with this being like drawn out as a manga and then being turned into anime, man, Oda, you might as well just make this a movie still, because I'm gonna see it 3 4 times. I'm gonna go see it three four more times. It's like Schindler's List on paper. And then one of these God Knights look like where the wild things are. What the hell is that? He look like a gargoyle, bro. And what's crazy, Big Mama still hit. I want to believe this person with like this dual hair is Killingham, but I'm not even sure. I'm not sure. I see this figure with like the horns and the little hat, like the skull or whatever the hell it is. But man, this has just been quite the chapter. I thought I was more prepared for it. I wasn't. I wasn't. This is like this is One Piece the One Piece version of Schindler's List. Same thing. Just murder to murder. Now, Man Mayor, who is in the Man Mayor clan? I don't watch short videos. Oh yeah, I mean, I didn't doubt that Bunko was a celestial, but I've heard this last name before. Oh, it's two Man Mayors. But I don't think we ever met this other one. That's the other celestial dragon. No, that's the other God Knight. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Oda throwing haymakers at us right now. Interesting. Okay. All right. Respect. Swear I heard that name Man Mary before though. Outside of those celestial, like the celestial families, like I heard it somewhere else. Somewhere. I don't know if it was this or something else, but bro, this chapter went nuts. Older. My heart can't take all this. Because when you put this story together, like when you really put this story together, it is the best story ever written. I don't care what you got to say. Naruto is great. Bleach is great. Um, Solo Leveling is a great series. But to me, this is the only one I'm going back for time and time in because the surprises to it all is just blowing me away. And it's a lot of things that have been subtly hinted throughout the entirety of the series that I don't think we could really take for granted. Not never. We've known about God Valley for almost 20 years. Bro. Oh, even better question. Well, actually, it's not even that big of a question. We know Kong was a fleet, not admiral at this time. I think he was just an admiral at this time. And he's not on this island. So I want to know who was the admiral that Rocks killed, and where are the admirals during this God Valley incident? Are they needed to protect the Holy Land, and that's why they can't leave? But real live. Like I gotta go back. I gotta go back to Garp because Garp getting on my nerves. Like your son is on this island, and his whole platoon got eradicated. But all you have to do is box Roger and stop them from slicing up your troops. Ugh. But hopefully in 1161 we see all the matchups, we get the boxing. Um and I'm gonna let Garp live because this is young Garp, this is prime Garp, because I do want to see kind of power he got as prime Garp, but in terms of like should he make it? No, he shouldn't. He shouldn't. He's slimy. He legit slimy. And if anybody that's on his side or Sengoku's side, they legit just slimy, bro. They legit just slimy. Garp's son could have died on this island, but he just here to fight. He just here to fight Roger. That's the only person he actually care about. That's his lover. He loves to fight Roger. Everything else is irrelevant. Even promotions are irrelevant because that means I can't fight Roger. That's all this was about. Man, we gonna make you the hero of the Marines, bro, because you really was out there boxing Roger and Rocks. You want to be an admiral? No, y'all not gonna let me box and be free on the seas like I want to. Nuts. Oh, one more thing I need to talk about: Dragon saving Shanks and Shamrock. How did the twins get separated? Like what happens for them to get separated? And how does Shanks end up in the treasure chest? Because that's how Roger finds Shanks. Shamrock, not so much. We don't know what happened to Shamrock. Um, but at this point in the story, Dragon has legit Roger. I mean, Dragon could have legit been their stepfather, their adopted father. If he made it off the island with both of Shanks and Shamrock, he could have been their daddy. So I do want to know what happens to Dragon on this island because he has his own story. His story is going to open up all of God Valley for us. Like I'm thinking we getting Harald's flashback, but honestly, we getting a lot of Rox's flashback, and now we about to tap into the Garp and Dragon's flashbacks about this situation because we had no freaking idea Dragon was here. Man, this was great. God ain't shit, but this was great. Man. And then, oh yeah. Before I get out of here, I want to know who don't make it off this island. Like, who really does not make it off this island? Like, Do the people that we know die that are dead in the future? Do they die on this island, or do they die afterwards? We know, uh, we at least know of three people that become Yonkos off of this crew. What happens to Gloriosa and her love for Roger, her love sickness for Roger, because it might go away, and that's how she able to return or do whatever she want after that point. Stussy, did she really get knocked out by Newgate and created Weevil? We don't know, but let's think about it. But this chapter was fire. This is what we've been waiting for years, and we're finally here. We're finally here. Thank you know, Oda, thank you for providing for us fans. This is what we needed. And then we'll go back to Elbath and find out what devil fruit Loki has, because I ain't forgot. I ain't forget. And Harald, I want to know what happened to Harald. I want to know who killed Harald and why they keep blaming Loki. And what does Y'all Rule know? Y'all Rule know something. Y'all Rule bout it, because he ain't scared of Dorian Broggie. He ain't gonna fight. He ain't scared to fight nobody. But you ain't gonna make it if your homeboy couldn't even take on Big Mom. You damn sure not taking on Demon Dorian Broggie. You're out of there. But you better tell us all you know with your old ass before you go. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm out.